Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs. 90-Day Fiancé star Rob is revealing his real relationship status with Sophie amid his comeback with 90-Day Hunt for Love after an unsuccessful stint on The Last Resort Season 2. Rob and Sophie parted ways in the ceremony after Sophie chose her own happiness. However, they also admitted to hooking up later when they filmed the tell-all. What's the latest on this couple's marital status? Rob has let know that neither he nor Sophie has filed for divorce. Sophie and I have definitely already talked about it, Rob told the publication. He mentioned that Sophie had spoken to a lawyer and so had he. However, Rob had yet to hire a lawyer, and he didn't have the paperwork ready either. Considering Sophie had talked to a lawyer, Rob revealed what she had found out about their case. "It's just gonna take a little bit of time," Rob informed the source. Made a surprising move on 90-Day Fiancé by agreeing to sign a prenup with Garner, but only under one wild condition. Is a personal trainer from Turkey who met from Los Angeles during her trip to Istanbul. At first, he was not serious about dating her and had a notorious past, claiming to have slept with over 3,000 women. Insisted that he changed for calling her his first real girlfriend. However, his behavior on 90-Day Fiancé Season 11 is raising doubts, with many viewers suspecting it may have all been an act. Viewed his quitting his playboy behavior as a major sacrifice when committing to. However, his actions didn't reflect the respect she deserved. He delayed making their relationship public on Instagram and embarrassed her in front of her sister. Despite clear refusal, he pressured her to have a child. At one point, even told her he would forget her in 2 days if she returned to the US eventually. He apologized after recognizing his behavior, accepted his proposal, and brought to America to marry him, were finally getting along well in the new 90-Day Fiancé Season 11 episode, when the topic of a prenup was brought up by one of friends, Alexandra. The couple was meeting with her large group of friends in Los Angeles and talking about how they wanted a wedding instead of a wedding, when the mention of a prenup suddenly made things tense. "What about a prenup?" Alexandra asked, and the rest of the group began to wonder even knew what a prenuptial agreement was. That no one was trying to offend him, but the reality was that neither he nor they could control how long it would take for him to legally work and contribute in the US. That could be 2 months, that could be 2 years, Wendy said. She and the others suggested that a prenup would serve as a safety net for both in case things went wrong. Noticed Wendy getting emotional, as she was very afraid for her, especially since Wendy also serves as her business manager. Wendy had worked hard to help secure brand deals and build her financial stability, so seeing her risk it all for marriage raised serious concerns. Wendy wasn't just a friend, she had invested time and effort into success. "Babe, you know I trust you, but it might be a good idea for me to just get that," referring to the prenup. However, appeared hesitant about signing any agreement. In a private interview, he admitted he was shocked, saying they had never discussed it before. In his culture, marriage means a full, lifelong commitment. Then decided to sign the prenup only if a special clause was added. Got agitated as he spoke, pointing his and shaking it, prompting her to ask him to put it down. That he had a weight goal of 128 pounds for her. "I will weigh you in every first week of every month, and for every pound you over, I will fine you," for announced. He, if she was okay with that, noted that if someone puts agreements into a relationship, it becomes a business with a prenup request. He decided to make a counteroffer. Agreed to sign it, believing was only doing it out of frustration. She admitted it wasn't surprising to her. It was the same man who had been weighing her since day one. Recognized that this way of getting back at her for bringing up something he found offensive. To him, the idea of a prenup felt like a lack of trust, and this response was his subtle way of reclaiming control in the situation. 90-Day Fiancé star friends wondered how deeply she was being manipulated by to agree to such a thing. She tried to explain to them that it was something she was already doing. Walked out of the conversation when he felt called out friends. He claimed it was a disrespectful move on part when he was treating their relationship like a business transaction. To add the wait clause to the agreement just goes on to show that he is someone who will never change.